It's spinning and now it is spun. Hello, good morning, everybody.
Happy Tuesday to everybody. Hello.
Hello. I guess I should address my name. You guys, I got my eyebrows done again and they're way too dark. That's why I look like a mariachi singer today. I'm mariachi mock today.
I just now realized that
They're so dark.
We didn't even discuss your brows this morning. We just discussed them yesterday via text message, and I didn't.
Yeah. They're supposed to calm down. Like, you guys, this is temporary, the way that they're super dark right now. They are supposed to fade a lot. The problem is that based on last time, I don't know if it's going to be patchy. Like, the rest of this week, I could have like half a brow or like a brow and then a blank space and then some more brow. Like, that's what happened to me last time. And that's why I had a hat on for a week. I don't know what's going to happen over the next few days. It is going to be a process and a journey.
You know what? I just told her yesterday, I said, quit wearing the hats. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everybody here loves you.
Oh, the hat's for my hair because I didn't take a shower.
I go, but when it comes to your brows, nobody cares. Everybody loves you. If people don't like your brows, if people make fun of your brows, who cares? It doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah,
whatever.
It's really dark, you guys.
People aren't here.
I know. I should be Groucho Mox. Yes, that's a perfect name. I'm totally going to use that this week. I love that.
That is perfection.
Groucho Mox. Oh my God, I love that.
Greatest name ever.
I love our people so much.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Anyway, I am aware, so I didn't want like people to be like, does she not know how bad that looks? Yes, I do.
It doesn't look bad. It doesn't.
I mean, it's a little dark. Anyway, you guys, quick reminder about our friends at Acre Gold. I saw one of the insiders yesterday post that they had just gotten their bar of gold, and it was so exciting. And so it reminded me that it is time to remind other people about getting their grubby little paws on their own bars of gold, which you can do if you go to getacregold.com/chicks, and you can sign up for their subscription service to their gold bars. So this is really cool. This is a 2.5 gram bar, but you can choose different subscription levels. So you can do 5 grams. You can even do the 10 gram bars. That's a little out of my price range, frankly. But if that is up, if you're down for the $250 a month plan,
I mean, who do you think
10 gram bars?
Who do you think we are? Joe Rogan? Come on. Yeah, but I mean, do it if you can. If you can.
Seriously.
Go
do
for
it. And then take pictures and show us, because then we can like live vicariously through you.
Right, exactly.
So anyway, it's getacregold.com/chicks.
Chicks. Yeah, do it. And you guys, make sure that you're subscribed to this podcast and then send it to friends. You know, make sure it's in your pocket, your toolbox, your toolkit. You're accessing it, you know, and you're listening to it. If you can't listen to us early in the morning right now here with us, you know, make sure that you're like listening to it later on in the day. You're subscribed, and then you're sending it to all the friends that, you know, like us and don't like us, because we can convert them. We will break them. Yes.
Although, speaking of people that don't like us, we got the meanest tweet this morning.
Really? What did it say?
It cracked me up because
was it about your brows? Was it about your brows?
No, because I hadn't shown them to anybody yet. In fact, I want to read it to you exactly. Hide your kids, hide your wives, you guys.
Okay.
Really mean.
Can't wait.
This person said, and I'm going to quote, although maybe I won't because I hate the word so much. It's from Timothy on Twitter. His handle is TimHo64. And he said, apropos of nothing, he said, pretty sure, and then all caps, C words on the right is a more appropriate profile name. Just saying.
It's so original. Guys, like.
And I was like, this, you know, he sat there and he thought, ooh, I'm going to get him good right now.
He was like, that's
that in.
Yeah, he's like, sick burn. Burn. Okay, Tim Ho.
Recovering.
All right. Good job, Tim Ho. Good job.
Good job, Tim Ho. 64.
Very good from your mom's basement.
Oh my God.
Very good.
Anywho, we need to talk about Dr. Fauci. That's the big news of the day, is that Dr. Fauci is finally going to leave in December. Now, this isn't huge news because he already said a few months ago that he did not see himself being in this position come January. So the fact that he's leaving in December isn't like a huge surprise, but it got a lot of press yesterday. And then a lot of clips of him started making the rounds again because of just what an evil troll he is. And so I wanted to share one particular example of him trying to say that the flip-flopping that people on the right accuse him of, which is completely accurate, by the way, is not really flip-flopping. It's just that, it's the science is changing. That's what he's trying to say. Watch.
I mean, the things that we thought we knew in the beginning turned out as the months went by to not be the case, which really forced us to adapt and to change some of our policies and recommendations. That was interpreted by many as flip-flopping or not really knowing what's going on, when it really was the evolution of the science. So one of the lessons that I hope we learn is that we've got to be prepared, we've got to be able to respond, but we've also got to be flexible. Some of our military colleagues have told us it's kind of like when you're...
Can you believe this crap?
Right. So like when you screw up royally in your private sector job, is that what you say to your boss? Like when you screw something up, when you, like, say you screw up like a $1 million job in your actual job, like in your real private sector job. And then your boss is like, listen, we're going to have to fire you, because that's what happens in the real world is you get fired for the kind of ineptness that he displayed in his job over and over and over again. Right.
Yep.
But instead of getting fired, he's like, well, I mean, it evolved. I mean,
oh my God, that's the best impression.
I just
this is your new Bernie. Oh my God, this is your new Bernie.
I can't stand his voice. I can't stand
it again.
It evolved. This is what he does. This is what he does. So this is his excuse. And then we're going to have to pay him in perpetuity forever and ever and ever and ever. We have to keep paying this guy, this evil man who destroyed so many lives, children's lives. Like, we don't even know the ramifications of how these kids, it's like a whole generation of kids are going to grow up and they're going to be like, hey, that guy destroyed our lives. I mean, like our childhood. I wasn't able to go to my prom. I wasn't able to do this. I wasn't able to do that because of that evil guy. I hope that is the legacy that he left for those, because let's face it, it may be that some of the liberal kids were taught he was a deity. Oh my God, he was so great, by all the, the pearl clutching liberal moms who taught their kids that he was some god. But the rest of us who know the actual truth, we told our kids, listen, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, because he didn't know what he was talking about. But yet he continued to get paid. He continued to have a job, whereas in the real world, that would never happen, right? So
it would never happen. And when you say he's going to continue to get paid, you're talking $400,000 a year is what he is going to get paid while he's not doing anything. And he tried to say yesterday that he's going to be moving on to the next stage of his career.
He's 81.
81.
I know. He's 81.
Just go home and go away. For crying out loud.
And
Stop
it. And he should, because if and when the Republicans take over, I would hope that there would be at least somebody that has a set of balls that would go after the guy. It's like, I would hope that somebody would start asking some questions other than Rand Paul. He's the only one that has had a set of balls that's gone after the guy about the gain of function stuff, about where the stuff started. I mean, I tread lightly because this whole video will get shut down on YouTube, right? If you start saying anything to this guy or anything against this guy, because it's outrageous what he did. Just outrageous. The guy is freaking evil.
And the idea of him saying this wasn't flip-flopping, it was changing, evolving science, then how come all the people who disagreed with him were right from the beginning? All the scientists who were actually following science turned out to be right. Like every month that passes, more and more of those scientists who spoke out against him are being validated by the actual science. And he can't deny that.
After he had them silenced,
right?
After he had their careers destroyed and or silenced. I mean, that's not the work of a normal scientist. That's the work of somebody who's like dictatorial and just and oppressive and un-American and non-scientific. I mean, scientists want to ask questions. I used to work in that field. They want to ask questions. That is not science. He doesn't represent science.
Do it again. Like, say, I am the science.
I evolved. Like, guy, hit him a lozenge. And like,
oh my God,
the fact that we have to pay him, it just pains me. It pains me rather than, I mean, he should have been on his butt years ago. It's just gross. Yeah.
Pamela Carpenter, thank you so much for the super sticker. Pamela says that he's going to WHO. That's her guess, is that he's going to go to the World Health Organization. My God.
He's 81.
Go away.
He's 81.
Leah, thank you very much. Leah says it's not just that he was wrong. It's that we were banned for being flexible. Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, and now did you hear that like one of the leading causes of death right now is unknown causes? And that is at all a coincidence, you guys. Like, that's freaking messed up.
Yeah.
He's not taking any accountability. None.
What is it? Like deaths have gone up in 18 to like 45-year-olds. And I think it's the insurance company. There's some sort of group. I don't even know what the name of the group is, but it's the Insurance Companies of America or something have gotten together and they're asking questions. They're like, that's weird. Cause this group of people, like the deaths have gone up and that's really odd. Like, why is that? I don't know. I mean, it's like, you guys can look into that, but it's kind of,
maybe since Fauci is the science, he should check into that and report back.
It's really interesting that he hasn't talked about that, right?
Yeah. Very, very interesting indeed. You guys, right now, GenuCell is having their summer blowout. So I know I've said before, I don't know how long the 65% off the most popular package is going to last, but right now they are calling this a summer blowout and they're offering a complimentary gift set right now. If you buy the most popular package at genucell.com/chicks, again, you can save 65% on that package. And then they're just going to throw in some amazing complimentary gift set, which I kind of want.
So, yeah, no, I do too.
Obviously, I'm going to be like, I need more GenuCell. And so, because I want to know what's in the complimentary gift set. And no matter what it is, the great news about it is that you're going to love every single product. That's what's so great about the most popular package to begin with, is that it's perfectly curated with all of the things that your skin craves. The XV moisturizer, which Morgan refers to as extra velvety. The under eye treatment for dealing with eye bags is amazing. I mean, all of the products that are in it, the dark spot corrector, the retinol, there's not a single product that we have ever tried from there where we're like, nah, that wasn't worth the hype. It's all worth the hype.
Yeah, it's all amazing. It is all amazing. It's good stuff. Love
Look at Daisy's skin. Hello. I mean, what more proof do you need?
Okay.
Look at her skin.
Okay.
Anyway, genucell.com/chicks and use code chicks to get your complimentary gift set.
And you guys make sure that you're checking out our website too. chicksonright.com. Bookmark it. Do it.
The other big news of yesterday is that Donald Trump has, in fact, filed a lawsuit against the Department of Justice and because of the whole Mar-a-Lago raid thingamajiggy. And so still there's so many questions. Now, apparently, I did see a headline this morning that I don't even know, 300 documents. He had 300 documents that were classified at Mar-a-Lago. Again, to me, this is a non-issue because I think... And we'll hear from Kash Patel in a second, but this is not a new thing for presidents to have classified documents. And it turns out that the GSA, the Government Services Administration, are the ones that had those documents sent to Mar-a-Lago. So I don't even know if Trump himself was even aware of what was in those boxes, what documents he was even in possession of. And of course, he has been, what's the word when you go along with the investigation, when you are... participating or what is it? You know what I mean? When you're cooperating. That's the word.
Okay, there it is. All right. I was like,
There it is.
What is she trying to say? Yeah. Okay.
That was what I was trying to. He has been cooperating. And so there is a huge question about like why, since he was in the middle of all of these conversations with the FBI, did all of a sudden we needed to have a huge, big fat raid? So that's an open question. I think Thursday of this week is the day that all the affidavit is supposed to come out into the public. And so we'll see, maybe if it's not totally redacted, we'll see, more information about that. But there's an interesting question about whether or not Trump has or had the power to declassify anything he wanted to declassify. And some legal experts are like, of course, he is the executive branch and that is in his power. And then other people are like, nuh-uh. And I am not a lawyer. I don't know what to make of it, but let's listen to two people who are. Two people who do know what they're talking about is Kash Patel talking to Mark Levin about this, who did agree with his assessment. Here that is.
Issued orders, a lot of orders, declassifying information before he left office. Do you know anything about this?
As a former deputy director of national intelligence, I know how this system works. The president is the sole and universal arbiter and classification authority in the United States of America. If he says a document is declassified or a set of them, that is it. There is no written material required. That is a fiction being created by the fake news and the radical left. In October of 2020, President Trump put out for the world to see a sweeping declassification order, and he did it via social media. Every single Russiagate doc, every single Hillarygate doc, every one. Those are his words. That is the precedent that the president of the United States is allowed to operate under. And then in December and January, on the way out, I witnessed him declassify whole sets of documents. So it is not incumbent upon President Trump and his lawyers and him as a target of this investigation to show he, in fact, did declassify them. It's up to the government, who has the burden of proof, who are trying to deprive a man of his liberty, to show that no such order was, in fact, given. They know they can't. So what happens? The fake news mafia comes in and says, oh, but there was no protocols followed. And Mark, when they're arguing protocols and procedure, it's because they have lost the factual argument and the truth. And now they are trying to hide behind this magistrate judge who is going to supposedly play this game of redactions. We saw it in Russiagate. And when I was a deputy DNI, we lifted all those redactions from the Russiagate docs. And what do we see, Mark? Corruption. FBI and DOJ corruption and breaking of the law. That's the same game they're going to play here, and the fake news media is going to attempt to applaud them for their farce in terms of transparency. And we cannot allow them to do that. The president declassified documents. The government has failed to show that that did not occur. Procedure and protocol do not apply to the president of the United States when he is declassifying documents.
I don't know if that's right or not. I don't know. Like, how would I know that, right?
Okay, so is there somebody saying that this is not true?
Yes. So, and I don't know who this is. This is some chick on CNN, right? I mean,
of
she's
course.
Probably a lawyer. I don't know.
Okay.
But she's basically like so condescending towards what Kash just said, and is basically saying he should shut up. Is what she is saying. Listen.
So she's like, nah.
Government Services Administration is responsible for packaging and parceling those documents, and you bring up a great point. They were the ones that moved the documents to Mar-a-Lago, and they were the ones that have now admitted they mistakenly moved boxes. It's not like President Trump. Even if they get past the declassification farce, or ruse, I should say, it's not like President Trump put him in a backpack.
Even if that were the case, would that be a defense?
It's not. I mean, now, Abby, we're saying basically that if you steal a household full of stuff and hire movers to move it to a different house, they're guilty. I mean, this is all just silliness. And frankly, if I could offer a free piece of legal advice to Mr. Patel, he is implicated in this as a negotiator for the former president with the National Archives. So to the extent that the government ultimately finds that the National Archives were lied to and that all of this was part of a potential crime, Mr. Patel might be implicated. If I were him, I would stay quiet. And again, if you say anything, it's let's wait and see what comes out, presumption of innocence, etc.
Maybe not.
So she's like, you in danger too, Kash. You in danger.
Right.
That's what she's saying. Yeah. It's all very interesting to me, though, because, again, this all goes back to documents, and it all goes back to these classified documents, which if you hear if you listen and you try to absorb this stuff, and again, I don't want to be a lawyer, I'm not a lawyer, we're both not lawyers, whatever. But the bottom line in all of this is all presidents have done this, right? And to some extent, they've all done this. And there is a discrepancy in how they've handled this. Like I say, how the DOJ or whoever have handled this. The Clintons did this crap. Okay, that's what I see as an American. I see as an American citizen, what I see is a double standard. That's what I see. Yeah. Period. I see a double standard because the Clintons did this crap. They did the same crap, right? They did it. The difference is that Hillary took a hammer to her documents. She took a hammer and she bleached crap, and that's what she did, right? Trump had some stuff in boxes, and he stored it the way that they told him to store things. And then the FBI raids his house and with guns blazing, and they're like, turn off your cameras and we're going to do that. And they dealt with him in an obviously different way than they handled the Clintons. As an American citizen, that's what I see. And that's what a lot of people are seeing right now. So, documentation, schmockumentation, what we see is a big, fat, freaking double standard. What we see is a difference in how the justice, in this country is. Here's one set of justice for conservatives. Here's one set of justice for liberals. So all these lawyers can, because we're seeing it. We see it. And
we have questions. We have a lot of questions.
Right. We have questions. And I know for a fact that if it can happen to Donald Trump, it can happen to my family. And I'm just waiting for the helicopters. Just waiting for it.
Woo.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I see. You guys can all keep talking, but this is what we see. And
by the way, how long does it take to freaking investigate Hunter Biden's laptop? They've been investigating this for 3 freaking years. Just pony up the goods now.
Yeah, we could have.
I bet he's not cooperating.
Well, Mock and I could have been through it in 3 days.
And we would have been like, about
yeah, exactly. So stupid.
Okay, switching gears. You guys, there's this viral video that was going around yesterday on Twitter and elsewhere of a man on the street kind of interview that was being done with students at UCLA. And UCLA was the fact that these students were admitted into the school really makes UCLA look bad. In fact, I tweeted this to them and I was like, could you please explain your admission standards? Thanks. Because this is terrible. So these people, it's not just that they don't know stuff. It's that they don't know the most basic of stuff. Okay. So this is one of those depressing videos, but then I promise I'll make you feel better after it. So even though this is hard to watch, I promise there's good stuff coming. So just be patient. But look at this.
Stars are on the United States flag.
Oh my God.
103.
Oh
103?
Oh my God.
Yeah. 32.
What ocean is on the east side of the United States?
What ocean? Can I Google it?
You guys know this.
I know this. I don't know this.
What country is the Queen of England from?
I'm not a politics guy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I really don't know.
Just take a guess. What country is the Queen of England from?
Europe? I don't know. I don't know. I just took a guess.
What's the capital of the United States?
There's a capital?
Oh my God.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Take a guess.
I don't know. Probably California.
Yeah, that's right.
It is?
No, the United States. Do we know?
Stop! I knew he was gonna embarrass us. I know. Wait, I don't even want to think because I don't want to sound dumb.
Well, just.
There's no capital of the United States. Is there no capital?
Correct.
Was that right?
No.
Oh.
You guys are UCLA
students? We literally
students?
go to UCLA. It's, yeah.
Who was the first president of the United States?
Abraham Lincoln.
Can you name the 3 Kardashian sisters?
Yeah.
Kim, Courtney, and Chloe.
What are the 3 Kardashian sisters' names?
Courtney, Kim, and Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe, Kim,
Courtney.
and Courtney.
Yeah.
Bonus points for the brother?
Robert.
The
Yes,
Kardashians'
sir.
brother's name. What?
Yeah.
What are the Kardashian
Yeah.
sisters' names?
I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie. Don't know.
That one, you get respect.
Well, I mean, props to him. Props to that guy for just not knowing shit. Anything. He just doesn't know anything at all. Okay.
I can't.
All right.
I cannot.
UCLA. That's just so whoo! Yay!
What in the world
I will
is
tell
even
you,
happening?
Seriously though, like when did I teach? I taught from 2005 to 2012. I taught at downtown at IUPUI in Indianapolis, and I remember like being disillusioned then. I was disillusioned because these kids couldn't write and complete sentences. Because I taught writing, you guys, at the college level. And I remember thinking, how do these kids get in? Like, they can't write and complete sentences. I mean, it was the writing. It was writing. And so, but they're engineering students. And so I gave them the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, these are engineering students, right? I mean, they're not very good communicators because I'm married to an engineer and he's not a very good communicator. What are you going to do? You know? But I mean, but I thought to myself, you know, okay, maybe they just slipped through the cracks of this one subject, you know, maybe. Yeah.
It's bad.
It's
really,
bad,
really
you
bad.
guys. It's bad. I mean,
And you know, it's one thing that they know the Kardashians, but I guarantee you, if you ask them, what does cisgender mean? Or you know what I mean? Like any of these, everything is so focused on the wrong stuff in terms of teaching our kids that they know so much that is not helpful, that is not going to serve them, that's not going to serve the country. I mean, it's just, oh my God.
They're just, it's the dumbing down. It's the dumb. And it's the dumbing down. And this is what I mean, listen, nothing against TikTok, but this is like the kind of stuff where I watch like a Tucker thing there. He's talking about how China has like the algorithm set for Chinese kids to see all this math and all this stuff that's, you know, super smart stuff for kids. And then we've got like girls bouncing up and down with their boobs and twerking. And that's what we get in our algorithms.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is our country now.
Yay! It is unfortunately our country, but I promised good news too. And so I'm going to give you some. As soon as I thank Mad Cow Mark for that super sticker, he says, everyone against the truth, Hollywood, the elite, politicians all have something to hide. That's why they don't want Donald Trump or anyone like him in positions of power. And you are absolutely right about that.
Yeah, you're right. The establishment, they hate it. Yeah.
Speaking of people like Donald Trump, but who aren't Donald Trump, if you have not seen Governor DeSantis's new campaign ad, you guys just get ready to swoon, okay? Because you're gonna have to swoon right along with me, because this is just another epic performance from his whole campaign team, from everyone involved with him. They are so good at this kind of stuff. Here is his new ad. Top Gov.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your governor speaking. Today's training evolution, dogfighting, taking on the corporate media.
Oh, crap. This is like a summary of the ad and not the ad.
It's not the ad.
Well, hopefully they'll play the rest of it. Damn it. Oh, man. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna find it somewhere else because I saw it on Twitter already. So
I was gonna say, because I could not find it yesterday at all. I searched everywhere.
Why they gotta do that? Why they gotta tease me like that?
Because they want the clicks, and they got it. They got one from you.
God. I'm gonna find it because you guys have to see it, and I've already seen it a whole bunch. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. One moment, please, and I will get it for you.
Momento.
Let me share my audio. Let me share the screen. Let me embiggen. Let me unmute.
Okay, here we go. It's freedom. It's Freedom Headquarters, you guys.
Freedom Headquarters. Here we go.
Okay, here it is.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your governor speaking. Today's training evolution, dogfighting, taking on the corporate media. The rules of engagement are as follows. Number 1, don't fire unless fired upon, but when they fire, you fire back with overwhelming force. Does it say that in the bill? I'm asking you to tell me what's in the bill. Number 2, never ever back down from a fight.
If I could complete the question, though.
So you're going to give a speech or ask a question? Number 3, don't accept their narrative. Wrong. It's a fake narrative. I just disabused you of the narrative, and you don't care about the facts. It's why people don't trust people like you, because you peddle false narratives. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's
It's perfection.
Oh my God,
It
I
is
love it.
perfect.
I totally love it. That is adorable. I love it. I love it. I know. I heard about that yesterday. I was trying so hard to find it. I'm so glad. I knew of all people, Mock would find it. Mock would find it. She would turn every rock over. There would be nothing unturned for her to find it. Yes, and I knew you would find it. Yes, there it is. It's awesome.
You guys, how do you not want him to be president? How? I don't understand anybody that doesn't. I do not understand.
Listen, I do like the theme of you gotta be able to do a street fight. You gotta be able to be a fighter. I do like that. I mean, because a lot of these squishy Republicans are just so willing to go along with the go-alongs. This is what for years we've been talking. For 13 years we've been talking about that. I don't like the Mitt Romney Republicans, you guys. I don't. Because they're useless to me. They are completely useless. You know what they want? They want to be comfortable and they want to take my money, just like the Democrats. That's who those people are. I'm so tired of those people. I'm just so tired because they have gotten nothing done. Nothing. We've seen it. We've been doing this for a decade and a half. And I am so tired of these people because there's been zero progress on our part. Nothing. The narrative has not changed. Listen, our strategy has not changed. They are just comfortable in what they're doing. This is why I like the Ron DeSantis. This is why I like the Trumps. This is why I like the Ron DeSantises. It's because they're willing to get in there and they're willing to scrap. And they
scrap so well.
Yep.
Teardrop, thank you very much for the super sticker. Teardrop says, here's to the governor with all the balls. And then they have every single kind of ball.
All of them. Every single, all of them.
We
need every single ball. And it's not just, the women that have them too. There are some women out there that do. The Kristi Noem, she's willing to stand up there and do some stuff. We have them. They're out there. It's just that we need more of them. So many more. Oh my God.
Speaking of women that do not have that, but think that they do, Liz Cheney, this is going to be the last thing I show you before we get to Sack of Whack, because this is also something really good. Liz Cheney is awful, as we know, and we've talked about that ad nauseum. But Newt Gingrich, who has known her literally forever, had some very tough words to say about Liz Cheney, and I thought everybody would appreciate this. Listen.
I've known Liz for most of her life, at least since she was an adult, and I'm amazed. There's a deep policy difference. There's no question. Trump ran in many ways as a repudiation of the Bush-Cheney administration. But to go back home to the people that you claim to represent, to only get 29% support, and then decide that the other 61, they're the ones who are wrong. They're the ones who are sick. I think that Liz has arrogated to herself a standard of being the moral judge of millions and millions of Americans. There aren't 73 or 75 million Americans who voted for Trump because they're sick. They voted for Trump because they deeply dislike the establishment. And no matter what you tell them about Trump, they dislike the establishment even more. And so it's amazing to me that nobody who's in the anti-Trump faction has stopped to say, what is it we're doing that repels so many Americans? That, again, Wyoming's a great example. The Cheney name was a one-time magic. Now it doesn't just get beat, it gets humiliated. 29% is a sign that take away the Democrats who switch parties to vote for her. She got probably 1 out of every 4 Republicans. It's amazing. So I don't take what she says very seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Suck it, Liz. Suck it. God.
And she won't. She won't listen.
That's
Look at that, you guys.
2009. Remember when we met him in 2009?
Oh,
you guys,
my God.
Look how young we all were. We were all so young. Look at that. It was before This is before the eyebrows.
It was well before I had eyebrows at all.
I know. Look at us. Look at us. We're all so much older now, but I love that picture. I have that hanging in my office, and he's very dear. We met him in person. He is very dear, and he's he is from Georgia, right? He's a Georgia guy.
I think that's right. Yeah. I think that's
yeah.
right.
Anyways.
And you guys, we ran to him. Like his security team was like on guard because we ran at him in the middle of the Indiana State Capitol building because we were actually trying to meet him and Mitch, who Mitch Daniels. He was meeting with Mitch there, and we caught Newt on his way out of that meeting and like utterly accosted him.
He was lovely.
So
lovely.
He was precious.
Absolutely lovely to us, and he was like letting us take the photos, and he was just a lovely man. He was really nice to talk to. And anyway,
Michael Boyd just said, oh my God, Mock, I pictured you like 5'11". I am like the shortest person ever. I'm 5'3", you guys. So no, not at all.
She's 5'3",
towers above me. She is a gazelle, and I'm like this rhinoceros.
I don't know if I'd say a little bit tall, just a little bit taller than her. Yeah.
Anyway, no, I'm very short. Okay, let's get to Sack of Whack.
Okay,
you sent me a link.
I sent it to you. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one, but you guys, it's sort of paranormal. Now, this woman thinks that her baby is talking to ghosts in the house.
Okay,
so you're gonna just play it. What do you guys think?
Okay, here we go.
What is she waving at? We are the only ones home.
What do you think? Now, what do you think?
Well, first of all, I don't think the scary music was just playing randomly in their house.
I know, right?
She probably set that sound. I think babies just wave because they're just practicing.
See, this is what I think so too. Now, I don't not believe that there are I totally believe in like life. You go to heaven, and I believe in all that kind of stuff. And I do believe that there are people probably watching like over us and looking down on us. And I do believe in all that stuff. I do. But can babies see them? I don't know. What do you guys think? This is an interesting conversation. I think that people, I don't know. I'd love to hear what people think in the comments. Can babies like see stuff that we can't see because we get older and we become cynical and hard and
I'm sure that's true. I just don't, I don't know if that baby was like seeing something to wave at or was just like wiggling like moving his body because he was like, look at what I can do.
Because like, I guess her theory was maybe her grandparents who are deceased or one of her grandparents or something was like waving at her, because the baby was happy. I don't know. This is what people were saying in the comments, and she surmised that could be what it was. I just thought it was very interesting. It's a little bit whack, a little bit weird. It's just a conversation that we've never had, and I thought that's something
there are videos too out there on TikTok where people will set up video cameras where they feel like there's paranormal stuff happening in their house. So video cameras to just capture a room, like what happens in a room at night. And literally stuff will start moving.
Yeah.
Off of shelves randomly without wind, without any windows being opened or anything. Like a book will slide out of a shelf and just drop to the floor. And that I have no explanation for that. None.
Yeah. I'm curious just to know like what our listeners and what you guys think about that. But I mean, the baby seemed happy. The baby seemed happy. It was like waving at some, I don't know, maybe just waving randomly, but could have been waving at something. Just curious what you guys think about that. Kind of weird. Anyway.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. A lot of people are saying babies can see spirits. Other people are like, no, that baby was just practicing. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Just thought it was something to, ponder. There you go.
It
There's
is
your
something
whack.
to ponder.
Yeah.
Indeed. It's time for My Pillow Talks. Don't forget to get all of your sheets right now at mypillow.com/chicks because of their mega sales. And if you use code chicks, you're going to get buy one, get one offers on towels and pillows. So go there today. Okay. So I have a few funny ones. I hope that this one works. So this one, you have to be able to see the caption. If you can't, I'll just say, but this is a chick who impersonates celebrities. So this is her impersonating various celebrities and what they sound like when they stub their toe.
Oh God, I love it.
Okay. So if you can't see the names, I will say them and then you'll hear how she impersonates them.
Okay, good.
First one's Ariana.
Oh my God.
Kourtney
Bible,
Kardashian.
this is literally the second time. So rude.
Shakira.
How dare you?
Christina. Gaga. Mariah. Anyways,
was
that's how they all
great.
sound.
That was really good. That was really, really good.
Okay, this guy has a story to tell about some sexual harassment that his wife is experiencing at her workplace. Uh-oh, there we go.
So my wife said she's been getting sexually harassed at work. Said the guy keeps coming up and grabbing her ass, telling her how nice that her ass is, saying I'd hit that girl, and kissing on her neck. And, you know, I don't really blame the guy. I mean, I actually blame her. You ought to see some of the stuff that she's wearing. I mean, shit barely covers her ass, doesn't wear a bra half the time. But I warned her up front that there are consequences when you work from home.
See what he did there?
I see what he did. I see what he did there. I do.
Also, this woman has a very interesting question that I have not thought about, but I think it needs us all to think about it. Watch.
Can we talk about this?
Where do hamsters
Where do
live?
hamsters come from before they make it to PetSmart? Y'all talking about everything else in the world, but y'all not talking about that. Where do hamsters coming from?
Seriously, where do they come from? Where are hamsters indigenous to?
I don't know. Like, I know guinea pigs aren't guinea pigs like South American or something? I don't know about hamsters. I don't know. You guys, I don't know. Somebody's going to have to answer. I don't know. All I know is that hamsters are mean. They're just mean.
They
you guys.
are?
Yeah, I've never been a big fan. I had a hamster once that bit me. His name was Axel. It's probably the worst. Like was it Slash? I had Slash. Slash was my hamster. I named him after the guitarist for Guns N' Roses. And that was probably my big mistake, is I probably shouldn't have named him Slash. He bit me and I was afraid I was going to get like tetanus or something. And so
oh my God.
Yeah, I was like all freaked out. I just don't think they're very nice animals. They want to be free. And I don't know where they come from. I don't. Somebody's going to have to look that up.
If they are free, like, where is that? They're probably from China. I bet they're from China. You know what I mean? They're probably from China.
They probably are. But listen, if you set them free, you know that a hawk's going to just swoop down and like get them. And then that hamster is going to be lunch.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I think this woman is representative of so many people, perhaps not with jars, but with boxes. Watch.
Oh, look, an empty glass bottle. I can use this. For what? For nothing. You're not going to use it for anything. Whatever you were thinking of, you're not going to do it. Put it in the trash.
I'm guilty.
Oh my God. When there's a nice box for anything, I'm like, oh, I could totally use this again. I have so many empty boxes that I will never use for anything.
Yeah,
Why do we do this?
I don't know. It's so dumb. It's because when I moved from Indiana to Texas, there's so much crap that I was like, why did I say this? And then you end up throwing it away. You're going to do this when you move. When you eventually move, you're going to end up trashing so much stuff. You're going to be like, why do I have this?
But then at the same time, won't I also be like, man, I wish I had some more boxes?
Yeah, maybe. You'll end up buying some boxes, but there's so much crap in your house that you're going to end up throwing away that you're going to be like, why did I keep this? Why do I have this? What is this? Yeah.
It's so funny that you say that because Labor Day weekend, the weekend before meet and greet, we have a dumpster coming and we're cleaning out our attic and we're like just getting rid of like a whole bunch of stuff just to do it.
We'd only been in our house for 13, 14 years. We actually filled 3 dumpsters full of just crap. 3 dumpsters. 3.
Oh
and then we got here and we filled another 2. It's crazy the stuff that you accumulate in a house, especially when you have kids, because you're like, they produce so much stuff and you're like, what is this?
Yeah, it's true. It's going to be amazing to see how much there is. Okay, I'm not showing this video because all it is a guy laughing, but I did want to read you the caption because it is so funny. So you remember the song WAP, right?
Yes, unfortunately I do. Yes.
If there are people watching right now that don't know what WAP stands for, Google it. We're not going to say it here because it's
just don't Google it at work. Do not Google it at work. Okay.
But for those of you who do know what it means, the joke, the reason that this fellow is laughing right here is because he says in the caption, "I told my auntie that WAP means worship and praise."
Oh my God.
And she posted on Facebook, quote, "Giving WAP all day today." I just hate it for her, but I also could not stop laughing when I read that. It's like, that's the meanest prank for like a dear old auntie.
Why would you do that to her?
It's just so mean.
He must not like her. That's so mean. Oh my God. What does she do to you? What does she do to you as a kid? That's so mean. Oh my God.
So mean. Okay, and to close out today's show, I do have Screaming Huskies for you. Here we go.
He'll never get old. Favorite. I love his face. He's like every long-suffering husband with women who talk too much. That's exactly who he is. He's like, God, they talk endlessly.
Oh my God.
Constant.
I love them so much.
The golden
All right, you guys, we'll see what kind of shape my eyebrows are in tomorrow. It'll be like a whole journey that we take together this week. We'll just be looking to see how they evolve.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, you guys. Okay, bring it in. Bring it in. Everybody bring it in. Oh, it's a big hug. It's a big hug. Everybody have a fantastic Tuesday, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.